Hi everyone. So in this tutorial I am going to make a cheeseburger. So when you open Zbrush, I think you get the screen like this. Then you need to click on lightbox if it is not open yet. Then you need to choose, well, actually you can choose whatever you want. There's no rules. Maybe I click on this dynamic sphere. Well, perspective. This is perspective. I don't use it often, so I turn it off. And flow grid, I don't use it either, so I turn it off. So I'm going to start to make bands and meat. I use mask to split this sphere into 3 parts: bands and the meat. You need to press on Control, and then you need to drag on the mesh. So you know the black part, it is masked. The masked part you cannot do anything. You cannot sculpt, you cannot touch it. And the masked part, it will be the meat, and the other parts, it will be bands. So we need to click on Shift plus F. So we switch into polyframe mode. You can do it clicking here. Polyframe mode, it allows to see the polygon structure. So I didn't paint it red, it's automatic. So and then we are going to click on Control and W. So the masked part became green because it's divided into a different polygroup. Polygroup, it's well, literally a group of polygons. It allows to sculpt easily later. And then we click on Control Shift, then click on red part. Well, maybe in your ZBrush it's not red, it's not important because color is random. So it visualizes only the clicked parts, the green part, the green polygroup, it's not deleted, it's just hidden. And then the same thing, Control, drag, I mask the upper part like this. Then the same thing, Control and W. So the upper part, it's separated into a different polygroup. Control Shift, then click on Canvas. You know, canvas where there's nothing. It shows everything again. So I'm going to split. I want to split these 3 colored parts into different subtools. Subtools, it's like layers. If you know Photoshop, it's like, you know, we can put different object here. You need to click on here, subtool, then split and group split. So it shows a message like this, and well, I click on always OK. So now see, it's separated in different groups. Now it doesn't look like a cheeseburger. So I click on W, gizmo. It shows a gizmo. It allows to scale. It allows to move object like this. Click on here, you know, this icon. So gizmo, it gets to the center of the object. Now it's in the right of the semi-sphere because symmetry is on. So I click on this green little box and drag. To squeeze like this. Well, if you click on the subtool you want to choose, pressing Alt, you can choose it like this. You don't need to go to this shelf every time. I do the same thing. Click on this and squeeze like this. Click to I chose the meat. Then I want to visualize only this one. You need to click on this, you know, this icon, pictogram, clicking Shift. You can hide every part except for the selected one. So the problem is that the mesh, it's not closed. You need to go to geometry, then Dynamesh. You need to find, I think you can find it here, Dynamesh. It's already turned on. Maybe a resolution, I think there's a bunch of buttons, but important is mostly important is resolution and this dynamic button. Maybe 128 is not enough, so I don't know. I type 500. So we need to actualize dynamic. How to do it? Control, press on Control, then drag on the canvas. So now the hole is closed. I want to visualize everything again, so I press on Shift, then click on this I button. So here, no, I think the meat is a little bit too large, too big for compared to band, so I press on W to get gizmo, then I drag on this, the center yellow square to make it small. To do the same thing for bands, I want to close the hole. Well, actually dynamic resolution, it depends on the scale of the mesh, so you can put, well, you need to adjust the number here. So okay, so now bands, so now it's closed. Well, it doesn't look like hamburger yet, so I need to sculpt a little bit. There's here, if you click here, there's a bunch of brushes, but actually I use mostly maybe standard move and clay build up. Move is here, so I adjust the shape like this. Move allows to, it's like a grab. It's you can grab it like this. It's very useful to adjust the shape. So I do the same thing for lower part too. So the very useful function is smooth. You click on Shift, then you drag on the mesh, you can smooth it. So I think it's getting better. Then I choose a brush called clay build up here. Well, it allows to sculpt like this. It makes a kind of stripe. And the important thing is that if you sculpt pressing Alt, you can inverse the brush effect. So if you don't press Alt, you sculpt like this. It's positive. But if you sculpt clicking Alt, it gets negative. So now I'm going to, I think I want to sculpt to meat. You click on meat, then you need to choose standard brush again. Word standard here. I think to make it quick, I want to use a function alpha. Alpha is hidden here. You can see a bunch of patterns here. You can, if you choose one of this, you can apply the pattern you chose on the brush you are using. Maybe I'm going to use this one. So this pattern is applied on standard brush now. I want to use it to make a meat texture. Maybe something like this. So S is a shortcut key to change the brush size. Subtool, insert. Well, you can choose whatever you want, but I think I choose cube 3D here. So we got the cube, W to call gizmo. I want to make cheats, so I make it thinner, adjust the position. I want and rotate here like this, maybe. Well, it looks very hard. I want to make kind of more melting cheese. I use I dynamesh it again, geometry, dynamesh. Yeah, I think it's okay. Then I choose blush, and I adjust I move a cheese like this to make it more melting, to make it look like more melting. You know, it's difficult to get to grab the point here. If you want to grab the point, you need to go to brush. I don't know where it is. Maybe it was curve here. AccuCurve. It allows to grab the point in an efficient way. You know, you select this. So here too. Here too. Smooth it. Here it is too thin. If you want to add some thickness, you choose move brush, open brush again. I know that it's somewhere backface mask, but I think it's here, auto masking. Backface mask here. If you click on this, you can add some thickness like this, you see. Here, like this. Yeah. So now we got the cheese. Maybe we need some vegetables too, so I think I'm going to make lettuce. Subtool, insert, then, well, I'm going to use cube again. This is going to be lettuce, so I make it thinner. Maybe dynamesh again. Maybe 300. I think it's okay. So dynamesh is applied now. I'm going to make lettuce. Maybe I want to put the lettuce here. Add a color onto this delicious hamburger. So I choose here brush palette. I choose painted blush. Oh, maybe I start from changing the material. Material is here. There is a bunch of preset. I'm going to choose skin shade 4. It's a kind of white material. Then to paint, you need to turn on this small icon, you know, brush. There's a hidden brush like icon here. I turn it on because I want to paint it. So now it's all white, so it's difficult to see, but I choose the upper bands here. Here you can choose the color, and I just drag on it. Oh, maybe I think the color is it's a little bit too dark. I want to make it more lighter. Now it's better. Do the same thing for this. And C is a shortcut to color picker. So here I press C to get the lighter color. Then do the same thing. So then I choose cheese. I choose maybe I want to make it yellow. So now we have a hamburger cheeseburger. Thank you for watching my tutorial, and see you soon.